Hello everyone, this is SOB at SpencerB96. Today I'm here to present to you a very lovely exploit that has come around. This is a very cheesy exploit. It's also a very nasty bug that many people have been using without knowing. So let's get down to it. The ability that is broken is specifically the starship trait Greedy Emitters. Greedy Emitters is obtained from the Ferengi Nandi warship from the 2015 summer event. What Greedy Emitters does is it makes you immune to all power drain, it gives you minus 50% weapon power cost, and it gives you plus 2.5 power to each subsystem. Now what's wrong with Greedy Emitters? The issue with Greedy Emitters is the fact that it is doing way much more than it is supposed to. I'm going to drop my weapon power down quite a bit here. I'm going to go back to this option so you can specifically watch the numbers. Now, without hitting emergency power to weapons, the only power buff I will be getting will be Supremacy if I hit Thaw. So, what I'm going to do here is I am going to decloak, fire off Tachyon beam, and fire my weapons. As you notice, there's absolutely no weapon power drain. There's nothing happening there. What's happening is Greedy Emitters, instead of only reducing your weapon power cost by 50%, is accidentally blocking all weapon power drain. That's quite an advantage for those that have the trait. Now, the fact is, many people have been using this trait and probably don't know that it's like that. So, when this all gets fixed with 11.5 or one of the following patches, if you see a little bit of a hit and you've been using this trait, that's why. I know that there have been some people that have been dropping EPS consoles that have dropped Supremacy, have dropped the Plasmonic Leech, because they feel that they have enough counter, especially with this trait. There's been a lot of anti-EPS people who ironically have been abusing this trait quite a bit, and some of which will probably have been abusing what I'm about to show you. Okay, so what else could possibly be wrong with this trait, you're wondering? So I'm going to decloak again. I'm going to hit Tachyon beam. You see there's the Greedy Emitters. It's got a 10-second cooldown. It's not going down. It keeps refreshing because the Tachyon beam never ended. So what's happening is this trait, if I hit another Tachyon beam, what? It's instantly, I have a 4-second window just by having 2 Tachyon beams on my build to hit this ability to keep it up constantly. So this means that I can have no weapon power drain at all in my run. That's just a bit absurd. I'm going to keep spamming it. It's only supposed to last 10 seconds and then have a 20-second cooldown. I'm going to fire weapons up again. See, no power drain. I'm going to keep firing them. I'm going to hit it again. You see, it's not just a icon error. It's legitimately giving me no weapon power drain. That's just a bit crazy. I could go on like this for forever, really. I'll recloak. So this, it's just absurdly bugged if it's doing that. This means that on like a Federation captain, you could drop Bleach, Supremacy, any EPS. You could dump the points of EPS out of your skill tree if you want and just have 2 Tachyon beams or whatever. Just as long as you can keep 1 Tachyon beam up constantly to global cooldown, that's it. You're done. Good game. You've got no weapon power drain. It is a bit tricky to run. After myself and @Smoketh tested it in a PvP, we did try some runs with it just to see what would happen, and it's just stupid. It's really stupid. Um, it's I just we were having quite a bit of fun laughing at just how stupid it was, and the realization of the fact that a lot of these people that have been calling it just hating on EPS are the people that have been abusing this. And that's quite great there. So I do want to give credit to @sarcasm detector. He had brought up to my attention the other day that Tachyon beam he'd heard was doing something to greedy emitters, but he'd never tested it himself. And he had no idea that you could just chain this just constantly. It's just wow. So, to sum this all up, for those of you that are wondering why you may have lost a bit of DPS after the 11.5 patch, or whenever they do this, it'll probably be 11.5 or one of the patches following with the week, within the week or the week after. This is why. That's the reason you've probably been able to drop a little bit of EPS, or maybe even drop Leech or Supremacy, has really been this trait. There are, of course, other ways to counter, but this is a large chunk of what people have been using to counter Power Drain without knowing just how broken it is. And then, for those that have been wondering maybe how some of the records have gone to the top of the table, well, now you know. There are some people who are known to take advantage of anything that they can get their hands on. It's why it's always great, if possible, to have a video from the perspective of the person going for the record if it's really high run, to just make sure there's nothing, cheesy going on. That at least gives us, the way to go through, look at the icons, and, see. So it's sad to see that some people would be willing to take advantage of this trait to do that and just hold that advantage over everyone. But, oh well. So, thank you for watching. If you have any questions about this or would like to leave any hate mail to myself for reporting it, that's at SpencerB96 in-game, or just leave a comment down below. I really enjoyed the QQ. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video.